am here in Havana, Cuba. I'm going to show you some of the things you might not think about doing in Havana, starting off with El Bosque, which is Havana's forest. In Chinatown. So Havana is interesting because it has its own Chinatown and it was made by a Chinese community here, but there's really no Chinese people left here, and there's only a few Chinese restaurants here. People come to Chinatown here in Havana for the food. The food is incredibly famous here because they like to give a lot of food, and it's usually pretty good. When there were over 50,000 Chinese people here living in Cuba. Now, that's not the case. A little bit of the culture still remains as some people do speak Chinese, and as you can see, the Chinese food is now mixed up with Cuban food, and it's its own thing and extremely delicious. Is happening thanks to Tropical Tours, who is taking me around Cuba. Something else that you should try out while in Havana is riding a BiciTaxi, which is a bicycle taxi. We are now going to try some Cuban pizza. This pizza is famous because it only costs 10 Cuban pesos. So that means that it is roughly around 50 cents in US dollars. That's right, a whole pizza. This pizza is probably a personal pizza. It's like the size of a dish. They call it the $10 pizza. Oh, good, yeah. I'm now gonna get on a taxi that's actually a little train, and we're gonna go down the Malecón, which is what they call this sidewalk that is right next to the water, and people like to come here to chill and just get some of the ocean breeze. We're now going to Coppelia, which is a place where you can get some ice cream. Cubans line up for hours to get into this place. It's not that the ice cream at the Coppelia is anything special or that there isn't ice cream anywhere else. It's just that it's a place to come and socialize. People just like to come here, hang out. They'll spend hours in line just talking and having fun. And then when they finally get inside and have the ice cream, they spend more time there. So it's not like they leave after they eat the ice cream. It's more of a social activity. Right across the street from the Coppelia is a movie theater. So a lot of young people, they'll go watch a movie and then they'll go to the Coppelia and have some ice cream, and then maybe they'll hang out by the Malecón in the afternoon, in the evening, and that's a whole day just hanging out. It just so happens that right outside of the movie theater is this well-known Cuban musician, Tony Avila, and he is just performing there right now. So we're just gonna go check it out for a second while we're still waiting in line here. This is pretty cool because this is someone that's well known, and to be able to see them so close and for free, it's something that doesn't really happen, and it just was a coincidence. My tour guide from Tropical Tours is actually holding my place in line right now, so I'm gonna go back in there and I'll see you when I'm eating some ice cream. There are 6 rooms in the upstairs section of the Coppelia. In those rooms there are a bunch of chairs and tables, and the whole area probably seats maybe like 1,000 people. So there's lines here that last hours, and that means there's a lot of people who want ice cream. And that's it for this video. I hope that you got something out of it and were able to learn about some of the stuff that you can do here in Havana, Cuba. That isn't the typical stuff. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought was the most interesting part about this video. And definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell for me, please, because then you'll get a notification every single time that I put up a video just like this one. And don't forget to check out all of the links down below so that you learn about tropical tours and all of the excursions that they offer. I just got to my Airbnb that Tropical Tours hooked up for me, and I am going to go to a paladar now. Paladar is a fancy word for restaurant here in Cuba. And I'm gonna go get ready, so I will see you when I see you. Bye! This video was made possible by my patrons over at patreon.com/REDROMINA. If you like what I do, become a patron and be a part of the exploration.